If you turned off Lakers Suns to watch Damian Lillard go crazy for 55 points in a 2-overtime thriller against the Nuggets, I don't blame you, because that 30-point loss that you just saw from the Los Angeles Lakers was ugly, it was listless, it was bad. But we're here to break it down here on the Lakers Report. I am Chase Sr., and we, of course, appreciate all of you for watching. So, Lakers were without Anthony Davis. You knew it was going to be a challenge without AD, who is a generational talent. I just didn't think the Lakers were going to get boat raced by 30 points. Misses Game 5 due to that left groin strain that he suffered at the end of the second quarter in Game 4. His status for the rest of the series, as of now, still unknown. So we don't know if AD is going to be back on the court for a pivotal win-or-go-home Game 6. Markieff Morris started in a spot, but it didn't really matter. Some good news for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope did return after missing Game 4 with that sore left knee. Played only 15 minutes. He took only one shot. Once again, it did not matter because the Suns from the opening tip just gave it to the Lakers. Final score, 115-85. Suns-Lakers, Game 6 now. Staples Center on Thursday night. Lakers have to win it, or their season is over, and LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and company are going to be booking golf reservations. We're going to continue to break this game down, but first, I want to hit you with this. Grade that clunker of a performance that you saw from the Lake Show tonight. I'm not giving you many options. F, 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 or F. F's all across the board because that was a putrid display of basketball from your Los Angeles Lakers. Unacceptable. I don't care if Anthony Davis didn't play. You know who did play and who balled out for the Phoenix Suns? Devin Booker, who continues to look like a superstar, young in his career with the Suns. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 13 of 23 from the floor. Devin Booker was once again carving up this Lakers defense that had no answers from the first minute of the game all the way until the 48th. Lakers have also had trouble containing Cam Payne, who I think is going to be able to secure the bag. He was about to play international basketball before the season, before the Suns front office and Monty Williams reached out to him and said, "Yo, Cam Payne, we need a backup point guard. You want to come suit up in these Fresh Valley jerseys?" Cam Payne says sure, and he's earned himself some money throughout this series. He was really good in Game 5, 16 points on 7 of 11 shooting. LeBron James was basically the only player to do anything of significance in this matchup. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists on 9 of 19 shooting. I saw some hilarious tweets from people saying that LeBron James needs to turn the clock back, like just a few months ago, he didn't go off for 30, 40 points almost every single night during that title run with the Lakers in the NBA bubble. LeBron James still has it at the age of 36, but he is 36 years old and needs some help. Tonight, he didn't get it, and it was clear that the Lakers sorely missed Anthony Davis's presence in Games 2 and in Game 3. He was dominant, probably the most valuable player of this series, with back-to-back 34-point performances. Without him, the entire dynamic for this Lakers offense and defense completely changes, and you saw why during a 30-point defeat like this one. Lakers in that second quarter, guess how many points they scored? 10. 10 points in the entire second quarter. You could put myself as well as producer Perry out on the floor. We could get more than 10 points in a single quarter. I guarantee you that. I talk about LeBron James having no help. That is the truth. And really, I think the Phoenix Suns wanted it more. They fed off that home energy. And Dennis Schroder, are you kidding me? 0 of 9 from the floor. That's now back-to-back clunkers for Schroder. And to think that he turned down a 4-year, $80+ million contract is crazy because he's not getting that in free agency when he puts forward performances like the one that you saw during Game 5. So looking forward to Game 6, who you got? Lakers need it if they want their season to continue. Type LAL for the Lakers. Type PHX for the Phoenix Suns. Get your predictions in the comment section down below. Let's hope the Lakers are able to rebound from that disastrous performance and they can come forward with a win and win it in Game 6. Put your predictions in the comment section down below. No matter what happens in Game 6, no matter what happens during the NBA offseason, NBA free agency, and the NBA draft in late July, we have you covered here on the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. So make sure you are subscribed for the best Lakers news and rumors, complete coverage on the Lake Show on YouTube. Hit that big red button down below that says subscribe, or go to youtube.com/LakersTV. Lakers-Suns Game 6 coming at you on Thursday night at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Suns with a 3-2 series lead, meaning the Lakers have to win this game to extend their season and to force a Game 7. Let's run through every game real quick to see how this series has transpired in a matchup that has really felt like a Western Conference Finals matchup. Game 1, Suns able to win it 99-90 despite Chris Paul injuring that shoulder, which would be a problem for him for the next couple of games. In that game, Devin Booker was great for 34 points. Game 2, Lakers, they come back with a monster performance led by Anthony Davis, who scored 20 points after halftime, 34 points in the game, to go along with 10 rebounds and 7 assists. That was the headline performance in a 109-102 Lakers win to even up the series at 1 game apiece. How about Game 3? It went a lot like Game 2. Why is that? Because Anthony Davis once again poured in 34 points. This time a double-double with 11 rebounds on 50% shooting, 11 of 22 from the deck. LeBron James nearly notched a triple-double, and the Lakers able to somewhat hold in check Devin Booker as well as Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton had a double-double himself, but it didn't matter. Lakers won Game 3 to take a 2-1 series lead, 109-95. Game 4, Suns return the favor as we flip-flop in this series. Phoenix able to outlast the Lake Show 100-92. This game headlined by Anthony Davis getting hurt at the end of the second quarter. He goes down with that groin strain. We haven't seen him since. We're not sure if he's going to play the rest of the series or if the Lakers advance, when he might play. Chris Paul looked like the Chris Paul from the regular season in this game for victory. 18 points, 9 assists, 7 of 15 shooting. He was finally able to look somewhat comfortable shooting the rock. Nobody outside of LeBron James did anything of significance for the Lakers. He dropped 25 and 12 in the L. Game 5, Tuesday night, Lakers, it wasn't even a contest. Go down by 30 points. It was a listless performance. It was a performance where they lacked energy right from the tip, and it was a performance where it was just an unmitigated disaster and a complete grease fire. Devin Booker, 30.7 rebounds on 13 of 23 shooting. Dennis Schroder, 0 of 9 from the floor. Has to be better in Game 6. LeBron James, the only player to really do anything notable. 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Kyle Kuzma with 15. Talen Horton-Tucker with an 11-point, 11-rebound double-double. But at the end of the day, it just did not matter. As for Game 6 adjustments for the Lakers, Frank Vogel and his coaching staff have a lot to think about, go over, and look ahead to. The big one, Anthony Davis's health status. Who knows if he's going to be able to go in Game 6. These groin injuries, they can linger for a long time. If AD does play, it is totally possible and realistic he could only be about 50-60%, because when he went down, it did not look good at all. That's the number one storyline going into Game 6. For the Lakers, I also want to see them have a pulse, because you know what they didn't have in Game 5? A pulse. You know who also has to step up? Dennis Schroder. I can't emphasize that enough. In Games 2 and Games 3, Dennis Schroder was solid. He brought energy to the floor. He had explosiveness and was a complete difference maker on the offensive side of the floor with his ability to separate, create shots, create driving lanes, and get to the cup. But in back-to-back games, Dennis Schroder, let's be honest, has been awful. And these young Suns are going to be gunning. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, who is the elder statesman on this team, and a lot of the other young Suns players who are lacking experience in the playoffs, they're going to come out with energy. They're going to come out gunning. They're going to come out knowing that they have a golden opportunity at stake to take down and put a stake in the defending NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. They're going to go all out. Mikal Bridges is going to be making it rain. At least he's going to be trying to. He's going to be trying to lock down LeBron James so that the Phoenix Suns can dot the exclamation point in what would be a massive series win for this franchise. I want to ask you this. Can the Lakers come back from getting smacked? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know how you're feeling, Lake Show. Y for yes, N for no. Get your votes in down below. Let's hope they can come back, because this performance in Game 5 wasn't good enough, and it was ugly, a 30-point loss.